Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mammolin, Psychic Medium. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Today, I'm going to ask Spirit for some love messages for relationships that may be in a very low communication, struggling a little bit, or even no contact, because it's not always easy. And sometimes we need to just get some clarity on a situation or ask Spirit for some direction in a relationship. So for those of you that are in a relationship or a situationship or it's complicated, this reading is probably going to be for you. So let's get started. Let's see what the cards are. Let's see what the loving messages are. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? Welcome, everybody. Please hit that chat, hit that like button, join in, comment. Let's see what we have. Spirit, please share with me. Let me know if you like these night launches, night readings. Spirit, please share with me. I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have habits. I don't know if we will ever change. So is it going to change, or are we stuck in a rut? You know, we've tried to change. We have talked about it. We go round and round, but nothing ever changes. We could even take a separation, get back together. We're right back where we were. So some of you could be really struggling with this feeling of what's going to change. And sometimes we just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody has to make a change. We both have to make a change. We're stuck in doing the same things over and over again, and neither one of us are happy is how I feel. Shadow side, you made me realize my flaws. You've opened up the things in me that I need to take a look at, and the things that I'm not happy about. Sometimes our partner points out behaviors in us that we really need to look at, whether it's compulsive behavior, obsessing behavior, drinking too much, eating too much, avoidance, depression. So sometimes our person points out to us that, you know, hey, you really are obsessing over something, or you're really not looking at something rationally. So what's coming out on your shadow side that somebody has revealed to you or you've revealed to them? Reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. It has to be equal. If it's not equal, it doesn't work. There's always that one person who feels that all I do is give and I get nothing in return. And this person, and even with the hands, I feel like I want to say you always have your hand out. You're always asking for money. You're always asking for me to bail you out or put out a fire for you, or I'm the one who has to make the phone calls when you make a mistake or something happens or you didn't pay a bill. I'm the one who has to put it on my credit card or rush to fix it. So this feeling of a handout, I feel like, is upsetting to me. It could be some money issues. It could be that it's very one-sided. And sometimes that's really, really painful, that you just feel like you're not getting it back. I have neglected. I failed to give you what you need. I feel like this person is realizing that they haven't been there for you. And it is a feeling of, I didn't realize it till now, that I was always thinking about myself first, or I didn't put myself in your shoes. And I used to give you a lot of time and energy and make you feel special, make you feel wanted. And I don't even put any effort into that anymore. I just assume. I just assume you're not going anywhere. I just assume that no matter what I do, you know, you're not going to react to it. But things change, Spirit just said, and somebody's not necessarily going to put it up with it. They're not going to be neglected and say that's perfectly fine. They're not going to be disrespected or dishonored. So at some point we walk away. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need us to hear today? What is it that you want us to know? I have a 3 of Wands. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have an Emperor, Aries energy. I have the World. So I have some big cards here. Look at this. So I have the Wheel of Fortune, Emperor, and the World. You know, these are all major arcana cards. So I have a lot of energy in this connection. And I do have somebody that's thinking about the future. I have somebody who is saying, you know, I'm still hopeful for the future. I still see that we are a work in progress. I still feel that we can turn over a new leaf and start over again. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some strength. I do feel like this Emperor is struggling with my ego got in the way, and I was selfish in a sense. I feel like I was always the one trying to make the decisions for both of us in some case. Could be a very strong masculine energy that's coming through in this connection, but it is a feeling of, I don't want to be controlled. I don't want anybody to control me. And I didn't realize that I was trying to control you in some way, whether it was I was advising you or I was making plans for us without including you in the plan making. So something has to change. I like the feeling of the Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune together, because if something has been exposed, that we're realizing that something has to change, this is giving me hope. This is giving me hope that we're still meant to be on the same path, that we are destined to be together, and that we still both see a future together, but we don't know how to get there, or we are struggling with, it's just not easy. And Spirit said, is life getting in the way? Okay, which is true. We are a 5-dimensional relationship, a soul connection, living in a 3-dimensional world. And sometimes life, bills, work, kids, schedules, 2 jobs, grocery shopping, laundry get in the way. And I feel like life is getting in the way. So something about that, something about, it could be just responsibilities. And I don't know if I want to use that as an excuse as much as I want to just acknowledge it as its reality. So sometimes we just maybe have to make some changes in our real world because it's not working, whether it's around a job or somebody's working all the time and we don't have any connection. Something within the material world may have to change. We don't see each other because we have separate homes. So therefore we don't know what's going on. A lot of freedom. I don't know. 7 of Swords, I have betrayal, getting away with something, getting away with something. I have an Ace of Cups. I have a Queen of Wands, confidence. And I have a Hierophant, so I have a Taurus energy. And I feel this beautiful sense of, I just keep believing I believe in myself. I would say that Queen of Wands and that Hierophant definitely believes in themselves. Now, the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Cups are basically, you have an option. The person who has lied to you or cheated on you or some kind of deception could be pushing you in the direction of a new love. You could be forced to say, I can't forgive. I just haven't forgiven. And I'm just having a really hard time with that. And I'm thinking about, what are my options? What are my options? Do I start something new? Do I have to love myself first? I have to take care of myself and my feelings first. I'm having a really hard time getting over this deception. And the deception hurt. The deception hurt, and it's hard to get over. So whatever has happened in that, is there forgiveness? Spirit just said, is there forgiveness? I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a 4 of Cups. And I have an Empress. This is coming into me as I deserve both. I deserve a sense of financial security and to be provided for, and I deserve love. I deserve emotional security. And the Four of Cups is coming into me as somebody wallowing. You can even see escaping into a bottle and just kind of escaping. And maybe that's what's going on. Maybe this person doesn't face reality, doesn't face the hurt, doesn't face the consequences. And it is a sense of I'm going to escape. And are they escaping into somebody else's arms? Bottom of the deck, I have the Star. So I have an Aquarius energy, and I have Judgment. So this is coming into me as an opportunity, believe it or not. The Star came into me as an opportunity, definitely to make some changes with this Judgment, definitely to make a decision that I'm either going to forgive and forget, or I'm going to move on. But I do have somebody that is escaping their feelings, and they might not be sharing their feelings. So you may be trying to repair something that only one person is trying to repair. And two people have to be in this connection to repair this connection. So we could have something going on with that. But right now I feel that I have this feeling of I don't know which way to go. And that could be you, and that could be them. I'm tired. You're emotionally exhausted from dealing with everything, and you deserve a break. I'm tired. I'm tired of not knowing where I stand. I'm tired of wondering what my person is thinking and feeling and not getting any response. I am tired of not feeling loved. It could be as simple as that. I don't feel the connection. I don't feel the intimacy anymore. I don't feel the love, and I want to. I have a drift, not willing to settle down or be responsible. Time to commit and put down roots. Now, if you have somebody that you want different things, that your person is avoiding commitment, your person is settling in the sense that they like what they have with you right now and they don't want it to change, but you want more. And we're just at a different place. We're at a crossroads, but you both want to have the same goals. You both want to have the same thing. And the person who doesn't want to settle down or doesn't want to commit, you're not going to change their mind. So you have to decide, do we stay the way that we are? Just try to make it work, try to be happy, or do you try to find something different? Because you're not going to convince somebody who doesn't want to be in a long-term relationship, or certainly doesn't want to ever be married again, or wants to be married. You're not going to convince them. Are they playing games? Are they playing games with your head? Playing at love, but not serious about keeping it? Know what you want and be honest. And also this feeling of this sense of they're always making a move and you don't know what they're going to do next. That one day, it was almost a feeling of one day they make a move in this direction. They love you. They want to be with you. They spend time with you. They can't get enough of you. And the next day they make a move where they are avoiding their feelings. They're not available. They don't want to talk. They had a hard day at work. So, where's the gray area? It's almost like one day they're this and one day they're that. So this flip-flopping is definitely a sense of game playing. It could be pulling on your emotions. It could be confusing you for sure. It could be making you wonder, why am I doing this? So you want to be really careful with somebody who is manipulating you in a sense that on any given day, their feelings are different and you're supposed to react. And is it a test? If I do this, let me see what happens. If I do this, let me see what happens. Forgiving. They didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on to it. Forgiving helps you get past it. Can we forgive and forget the deceit? It's hard to get over. They didn't mean to hurt you. I don't know if I believe that. Maybe that's what they say, but most of us are adults and we have a good inkling as to what the consequences of our actions will be. But ego overrides that, selfishness overrides it. And sometimes we don't give a thought to how is this going to hurt somebody else. So sometimes it's not even forgiving what they did. It's forgiving that they didn't even think about how it was going to hurt you. So the forgiveness is hard. I have a dark side. Your dark side keeps you from enjoying the love you have. Don't let it steal your joy. So we can either hold on to this pain or we can choose to let it go. And if you would like to have a second chance with somebody, if you would like to have a clean slate again, we have to start at the beginning with letting go of resentments and truly forgiving. And it's a really, really hard thing to do. But life is a long journey, Spirit just said, and people heal and we can repair and we can move forward. I'm crushed. You are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. Take the time to make sure that you know what you want. Sometimes when we first get hurt by somebody, we want them back so bad. We want what we just lost so bad that we'll do anything, that we say, I just want you back. I'll forgive you. I'll forget it. And then all of a sudden down the road, it catches up with you and you realize, like, why did I do that so fast? Why was I so forgiving or so willing to just take them back so fast? Because you didn't give yourself time to process the shock of what was going on in your life. You just wanted your life back. And sometimes it's just like human nature to, I just can't handle this pain. So therefore I'm going to shut it all off. I'm just going to pretend it's not happening. So give yourself the time to heal and to think. I have crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have strength to build anew. If you feel like your life is falling apart, it's not falling apart. It could be the beginning. It could be the beginning of something new, whether this is a reconciliation or Spirit has something else for you. It doesn't mean your life is over. It means that you're going to be starting something different and it's going to change. It's forced a change in your life. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's not easy, but it could be the best thing that's happened to you also, because there will be another side. There's an exit plan. Somebody wants out, but they aren't making a move yet. Be prepared for sudden changes. Is your person avoiding ending something by slowly backing out? Is your person wanting out of this relationship, but they don't have the heart to tell you, and they just are spending less and less time with you? They are less engaged with you. They are less emotionally connected to you. They aren't physical with you anymore. They aren't going out of their way to spend time with you, but they don't have the guts to say, I want to move on. They don't have the guts to say, I would like to date other people. So because they're trying to not hurt you, well, you need to know the truth. So if you start to feel this way, you have to ask yourself, is this person planning an exit? Is this person want out? And they just are trying to avoid the inevitable. So because either way, you're going to get hurt. So you might as well know what their plans are. Ask them, do you want out? Do you want to move on? Because you're not going to stay in this limbo state of them being emotionally disconnected to you and you don't know what's going on. So you have to sometimes say, I feel like my life is crumbling because you're not communicating with me. I feel like my life is changing because something has changed within you. And you owe it to yourself to know what's going on. So sometimes you have to just ask. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I like the door. A little bit of a feeling of a knock on your door. Okay. I feel that sometimes we have to look at each other face to face. We don't want to have a certain conversation with each other over the phone. And you'll say, I'm not having this conversation with you over the phone. You need to come here and talk to me. You need to look at me. So I feel like that could happen, that we have to have a conversation, a deep conversation. I have an Ace of Swords, and be honest. How about an honest conversation? And we're going to look at each other and we're going to discuss everything. I have a Seven of Wands. Now that just came into me as somebody saying, I don't want to give up on us. So a little bit of a change of heart. Okay. A little bit of a, I'm realizing my feelings, and I'm not proud of some of the things that I've done, and I'm not proud that I hurt you, but I also don't want to give up on this connection yet. So is this person going to admit that they don't have an exit plan, that they're in fact trying to figure out a way to repair the damage, repair what we have, because there's obviously damage here. I have a Magician, and this is saying, I'm going to give it a good effort. I'm going to give it a good effort. I'm going to give it all I have. So I feel like you've got somebody who is wanting to put in the effort and looking to repair. And I also feel like if they're honest and they are, you know, not, if they're being sincere, I guess I want to say it that way, then yes, I will open this door and I will talk to you, and we will do it face to face. We will talk face to face. Spirit, can I have some feelings, please? What feelings do you have for us tonight? No one knows this, but I'm still heartbroken over you. So they're struggling, you're struggling. Mirroring, we are both reflecting each other's pain. Time for solitude and really dig deep and release it all. So we're both going through this shadow work. We're both feeling it. I'm hurting, you're hurting, and something has to give. Something has to change. Emotionally unavailable. I'm ignoring you because I just can't open up to you. So are they always emotionally unavailable? Do they hide their head in a bottle? Do they escape? When things get tough, do they get quiet? When things aren't going perfectly, when you're not, they just said behaving yourself. Like, is this one of those people that they punish you with the silent treatment when they don't get their way or they didn't get what they wanted from you? Are they quiet? So you're not a dog and pony show. You're a person. So you don't deserve this silent treatment for any reason. So they better open up emotionally. If they're saying to you, I want to be honest with you, they've got to open up emotionally. I want to take this leap of faith with you, and I'm getting ready. Okay, I want to put in the effort. I'm still checking you on social media. I just can't seem to let you go, and I'm obsessed with you. I'm realizing that I've made a huge mistake and I don't like the space between us, or this is more difficult than I thought it was going to be. This hurts more than I ever thought it would. I know that we are meant to be together. My eyes are opening. Sometimes that happens with a separation or low communication, the fear of losing you. Influences. Other people were interfering and trying to control me. If there's a third party involved, then that has to be on the table. That has to be over. That has to be explained. We have to remove, obviously, any of that energy. 3 people can't be in a connection. So we've got to make sure that that third party isn't part of the equation at all anymore. That's got to end. I wish I knew how to quit you. I can't get you out of my system. Could be a twin flame connection where no matter how hard I try, I just can't ever seem to get over you. You hurt me and I still forgive you. You say things to me that other people wouldn't even dare say to somebody, and I somehow take it. So you want to be careful with your own self-respect, and you want to make sure that at all times, did this person cross the line? Did this person really cross the line? I want to express my feelings. They've got to express their feelings. A reunion. I will return to you. If it's meant to be, it will be. So, I mean, we do believe in that. We do believe that if God wants this to come back together, God will bring this back together. So we do believe that. But we got a lot to talk about, don't we? Spirit, please share with me. What else do you want me to know or learn from this connection? What is our person trying to say at this time? Balance. I love how well we complement each other and balance each other out. I'm going to say when it's good, it's really good. And when it's bad, it's probably pretty bad. And that's probably what's very confusing. It's, if I just look at my cards, it's this feeling of it's either black or white. And we need to find a gray area. We need to find that on any given day, it's really good and this person's fine. And then another day, it's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So we've got to find some balance. We've got to figure this out. But I would say that when it's good, it's good. Obviously, that's why you're holding on to this. But how do we get into that gray area where we have more just, day to day activities where we're both happy, where we don't have the extremes one way or the other? I have arguments. I just wish we had healthier communication between us instead of all this unnecessary conflict and bickering. I feel like there's a lot of stabs like that, one-line zinger that somebody says and then they walk away just because they know it would be hurtful. They know it's like the worst thing they could say to you. Or there's that text message that comes in that says, I don't ever want to see you again, or I don't ever want to hear from you, or, just painful things that people say. And in text messages, for some reason, it's like you have no control. People have no control over what they say because it was just a text message and I was just mad. But it's still hurtful and it's still painful. And unfortunately, people save those text messages and they reread them and they reread them and they overthink them. So you want to be really careful with your words and your actions. Don't say something or do something that you are going to regret in a few days from now, or a week from now, a month from now. You want to watch your words and don't say them when you're angry. Take a few minutes to calm down and see if that's what you really want to say. I have ghosted. There's not even any comments. It's like, where did you go? You ghosted me and I deserve better. For those of you that have been ghosted by somebody, nothing is more painful than that, especially the person that you were in a relationship with. It's like, how dare you? I haven't heard from you. You just walked out of my life. No explanation, no closure, no respect. So this isn't somebody I would be interested in taking back on any terms. I think somebody who just walks away from a connection is going to walk away as soon as it gets hard the next time. So if somebody walked away and said, I need time to think, I want a separation, let's take a break from each other, at least you know where you stand. Somebody who just stops calling you and stops seeing you and you don't even know if they're dead or alive, how dare they do that to somebody? So that is not somebody I want to be in a relationship anyways. Cheating. I don't think there's anything wrong with cheating as long as I don't get caught. Untrue, because they are hurting themselves. they are hurting themselves, and it is a form of that secrecy. It is a form of lying to you, whether you know about it or you don't. It's a lie, and when you find out about it, and they have to, feel the consequences of it, it's always a surprise. So right now they are doing something wrong. And if anybody you're in a relationship with thinks that there's nothing wrong if you don't find out about it, that is not the person that you want to be with. You want to be with somebody who couldn't imagine being with anybody else because it would hurt you too much. So that's somebody who's very selfish and just a playboy. I have a soulmate. It feels like we've been together for lifetimes. Our connection is on another level. So you could be twin flames that are just really, really struggling with finding that balance, finding our energy, not competing with each other, figuring out that we're not in competition with each other. There's no person who's in control versus the other one, that we both have a say in this connection. So we've got to find that what works. We're a perfect match. I like the key in the heart. It still blows my mind how perfect we are together. It's as if we're made for each other. So when it's good, it's good. When it's good, it's good. And that is something that we're holding on to. So how do we get back there? How do we find a place where it's going to work? I'm getting mixed signals. I don't mean to confuse you, but I don't know what I want right now. And I would say that that's something that a lot of people go through when they're in separation. If they don't know what they want, then they need to take some time, because for me, it's very much a feeling of, well, when you know what you want, let me know, because otherwise I'm going to move on with my life. But don't give me mixed signals. Don't keep me hanging on a string. Don't keep me waiting for answers from you. Don't keep me thinking that you want something else. Keeping me in limbo basically is unfair. So when you figure out what you want, let me know, because I need to move on with my life is really what you have to do to protect yourself as well. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you want for me? I have a Page of Cups. I have a Chariot. I have a Six of Pentacles. And I have a Tower. So there's the change. For every ending, there's a new beginning. But I do want to move forward in more of a give and take connection with these two cards. And I also have this feeling of, I still have feelings. I still have feelings. And there's a little bit of a kiss and make up energy, that the spark is back, that we are reconnecting, that things are really good right now. So we may reconnect and that knock on the door, and we have that deep conversation, and we realize I deceived you and I didn't mean to, or whatever they say. But it is a feeling of the feelings come back, and if they ever left to begin with. So I feel like I'm reconnecting. I also like this wheel down here. I feel like I am steering my own future, in a sense, that I'm steering that wheel and I'm in control of my own future, because I am in control of my feelings. I am in control of my choices. But I do feel this feeling of, we've got to give it a new beginning, or a second chance of some kind. We might not even be in full separation, but maybe we need a fresh start. Maybe we need to, have a real heart-to-heart conversation and really talk about everything. I have a Lover's card. How beautiful. These are such pretty cards. They have this metallic etching. So, and they're beautiful. They're like velveteen. They're called the Soul Tarot, I think it is. It's like one of my favorite decks at Christmas time. So we're lovers and we're a soul connection, and Spirit saying there's no stopping us. Spirit just said there's no stopping us. Okay. I have a Knight of Cups. There's the renewed passion. There is the, we can fall in love again, because when it's good, it's good. And yes, we've had some difficult times recently, but it doesn't mean that it's going to stay like that. So that's really encouraging to me. And I have a Ten of Swords. As long as we're making some changes, as long as we put whatever those lies and deceptions were, that we put that to rest. Because I do have this renewal of love, this falling in love again. So I think we have a chance. I'm going to say that we have a chance. And I feel like I want to keep trying. I'm going to say that. I want to keep trying. And do people make mistakes? Yes. Do people need a break from each other? Yes. Do people get mad at each other, really, really mad at each other, and still continue to love each other? Absolutely. So I don't know what stage you're at. I don't know when was the last time you spoke to your person and where we stand, but we always have a chance at love if we both want it. I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. So there's the, I feel lost without you. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? That's really what we're talking about. There is a forgiveness. There could be a forgiveness on both sides. We could have a very heartfelt, tearful reunion. And we both say, we're sorry. We're sorry for the words we said. We're sorry for our actions. We're sorry that we kicked somebody out of the house, whatever it is. But can we both get to a place where we have forgiven each other? I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. I worry that you've moved on, and this is all in my head. Is it? Do you still think about me? I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before, and I do now. So even when they're not with you, they can feel you. They can sense you. They know something's wrong. They know what's going on in your life somehow. They just know that you would love to be able to talk to them right now. So that telepathic connection is there. That psychic connection is still there. I fantasize about getting a second chance with you. So can we get those sparks flying again? Can we renew this? I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you say yes? When I offer you my hand, will you take it? Are they coming back and going to talk about a commitment? Something that we've been avoiding, something that has come in between us. Are they coming back saying, if that's what it's going to take, then we will be together? Because maybe we push this energy away because we want different things, and I'm not going to wait around for you forever. So maybe this person's seen the light and said, oh my God, I'm going to lose you if I don't, wake up to what it is that you really want. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. Only the two of you are in this connection. Nobody else is going to know what you are feeling. Nobody else has experienced your emotions, what have been said, what hasn't been said. So you're the only two who can make up your minds. Nobody else gets a vote. Nobody else gets to be able to tell you to go back or not go back. I wouldn't go back. If you've got friends saying, well, I wouldn't take them back, you're crazy. They're not you. They don't know what your heart is saying. They don't know how connected you are to this person, or that you see a side of them that nobody else sees, and that you're in love with them. So don't listen to anybody else. Just trust your own heart, trust your own future self, your inner voice, and it's going to guide you. It will tell you the right answer. It will tell you if you want to give somebody a second chance and forgive them. Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? Would I be rejected? You were my home, and now I feel like I'm out in the cold. So obviously there's still a lot of emotion here. My memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. Are you going to be the one that got away? So you can see that there's still a lot of love here. And bottom of the deck, they're saying, my heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. And maybe you have lost faith in them. Maybe it's going to take a tremendous effort for them to ever rebuild trust, if ever. But you can see that the hearts are still connected. And I don't know why some relationships are easy and some relationships have a difficult journey. This connection has a difficult journey and it's not easy, but it doesn't mean that it can't be repaired, and it doesn't mean that it can't be healed. Let's see. Let's get a couple more love messages. Please share with me, Spirit. I crave to be close by your side. Without you in my life, I feel lost. My emotions for you have always been intense. A little bit of a feeling of, they could even be more intense now because I'm overly emotional and I am obsessing over it. I'm obsessing over, are you with somebody else? Who are you with? Do you want to be with somebody else? So I do feel this kind of obsessive thoughts over you. And I feel like I'm not happy with that. I feel like this is probably an unhealthy obsession, that I shouldn't be constantly thinking about you, but I don't know how else to handle this. I've never been here before, Spirit just said. I feel tired of hiding my true feelings. How about I need to talk? How about I need to see you face to face? If I knocked on your door, would you answer it? Please don't feel disappointed with me. I feel like that's a lot to ask. I feel like there has been a lot of disappointment, and right now it's more of an acceptance of that disappointment, and then the healing has to begin. I would like to give this another chance. So is this person ready to try again? And are you ready to try again? So we're going to ask Spirit to guide you. You're so beautiful inside and out. And sometimes we realize what we have after we've lost it. And I feel like that's what's going on tonight. So we're going to put this out into the universe. I hope these messages and cards have helped guided you this evening. For those of you that are new to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe. I'd love for you to join me. Thank you, everybody, for being here this evening as well. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I'll put my website link in the description below, KathyMamolinsPsychicMedium.com.